Have you ever felt like the world was trying to bury you? Like no matter how hard you tried, you were constantly pushed down? This is a story for you. Meet Sarah, a bright student whose world was turned upside down when her mother was hospitalized. She missed a few days of school and couldn't finish an assignment because she had to care for her younger brother. When she explained this to her teacher, she wasn't met with sympathy. Instead, she was met with ridicule. A liar, they called her. Her classmates mocked her poverty and her excuses. It was a daily barrage of whispers and pointed fingers. But Sarah didn't crumble. Every morning, she arrived early. She'd clean the blackboard, arrange the chairs, and in the quiet moments before the chaos, she would whisper a prayer. She prayed for strength, for her mother's health, and for a way forward. Then came the announcement of a national scholarship exam. The entire school buzzed with excitement, and all eyes were on one person, Daniel. He was rich, brilliant, and walked with an air of unshakable confidence. He was the golden boy, the guaranteed winner. No one even considered Sarah. She was just the poor girl with the sob story. The day the results were posted, a shockwave went through the school. At the top of the list, with the highest score, was not Daniel, but Sarah. Immediately, cries of "cheater" echoed through the halls. How could she possibly beat Daniel? The principal had to intervene. The protest, led by a furious Daniel, was loud. "She cheated," he yelled. "She's too poor to have tutors, too weak to compete." They demanded her disqualification. The principal called Sarah to the front. The room was silent, filled with hostile stares. With a trembling but steady voice, Sarah began to speak. She talked about the nights spent studying by the dim light of a flashlight to save electricity. She described how she borrowed old, tattered textbooks from graduated students because she couldn't afford new ones. And she confessed that every single night, she prayed for the strength to keep going, for the wisdom to understand, and for a miracle. Her raw honesty silenced the entire room. Her teacher, the one who had called her a liar, was moved to tears, ashamed of her own disbelief. The protests died down, replaced by a profound, humbling silence. Months later, Sarah didn't just win the scholarship. She went on to win the entire national competition, bringing unprecedented honor to her school. The teacher later admitted, "Sarah taught us all a lesson, not just in academics, but in faith, discipline, and the quiet courage to face the world when it's against you." Sarah's story is a powerful reminder that when the world tries to bury you, it may not know that you are a seed. God lifts those who hold onto faith, and He makes a way where there seems to be no way. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched you, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more inspiring content. See you in the next video.